YouTube, so you can catch the live stream. Post a comment at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. You can also tweet at Smooth 981. And also, yeah, there's the option of WhatsApp, which we also love. 0809 440 981. Our analyst this morning is James.
Yeah, James Silas in the building. Good morning, President Zibby. I don't know why you keep trying to mute my mic. I don't know. What's always your plan?
James, you know what? Yeah, today I actually said because Oris is not here, I realized you might miss him a little bit.
No.
You don't miss Oris?
Never.
Oris, can you hear that?
He's probably not even, that guy's still sleeping. Don't worry.
Oris he's one of the people enjoying in this country right now. Sleeping at 8:17. Isn't he lucky? Isn't he lucky? All right, it's all about the entertainment. And once again, WhatsApp number is 0809 440 981. You can also tweet at Smooth981. And don't forget, we're streaming live on YouTube, so you can catch that live stream up on our YouTube channel. Akon Convict Music. I listened to that song a few days ago. So yeah. So Akon says that Nigerians are the smartest people in the world. He was on a podcast. That podcast is called Drinks Champs, and it's hosted by Noriega or Nor, right? Nor. That's what it's called now. Like okay. Yeah. So he described Nigerians as extremely talented. And he said that there might be a few not so good ones, but on the majority scene, most Nigerians are very intelligent, very creative, and that the country is churning out billionaires daily or weekly, maybe monthly.
I mean, it's not even supposed to be news. I don't know why it's in the news because everybody knows that. But like I said, there are a few people, but I think it's even way beyond. Because what's the point of having a lot of brilliant or smart Nigerians when the smartness is not reflective on our is it the economy? Is it our technology? Is it we just don't have really much to show? But people definitely are thriving or looking for ways to survive in this enabling quotes environment. But
wow.
I mean, but it's a good thing to it feels cool sometimes when people say, "Oh, Nigerians are very smart people," and blah blah blah. But I just feel like sometimes the tongue in cheek kind of statements where they just look at us like people are smart, but
I don't know. Akon was saying it from a very good place.
Yeah, no, I don't think that he is. It's not. He wasn't lying when he said that. I'm saying that that's something we hear every other time.
Right.
Yeah, but it's sadder when you are here and people are saying this about your people or about you, but you really, really, really don't have. You can't really even say that for yourself with the way things are happening or the way the results that or the news or the reality that you have to face even as a Nigerian living here in Nigeria and even out there when you go out there. So that's why I said just sometimes it feels like when somebody say they whine me, but because there's really not much to show. So even maybe a lot of Nigerians are smart, yes, but I don't know about our. I can't say.
So how's the smartness been applied?
That's what I'm saying. That's right. Leadership.
Now, it's I think about 2 weeks ago, Izzy, the fighter, Israel Adesanya, he was on a podcast. I think it was the Joe Rogan podcast, and Joe Rogan asked him about Nigeria and brought up the scam idea, and it was very embarrassing. But Israel is such a smart dude because he turned that question around and used his answer to highlight how amazing and intelligent Nigerians are. He even spoke about being an average student in Nigeria, and when he moved to New Zealand, he was the smartest. Yeah,
that's the fact. That's the truth. So I mean, the things that the way a lot of people were raised, here in Nigeria, you're just meant to be smart. You're just built to be, the environment will teach you to, buckle up, regardless of what the situation is. I mean, a lot of times it's beyond 1 + 1 = 2. It's a lot in various ways about our smartness as just bare humans. Outside education or your qualification. We are just street smart people. We're just smart people naturally. But the question still goes back to when we are smart, how are we applying it? What are we using it to do? Both as a people and as a nation. Which is why it's easy to say, oh, they are smart people, but only if they could channel it to more positive things. But that's what I'm saying, that if when they say, oh, Nigerians are smart, just like, oh, tell me something else that we don't know.
All right. So, what do you think about that? 0809 444 981. You can also tweet at smooth981. All right. Now, we're coming back to some beef that we thought was long settled, long forgotten, long dusted, buried, and well, it doesn't seem like that has happened. Comedian AY has spoken about his lack of relationship. I was going to say relationship, but there's no relationship, right? Between himself and other comedians like Basketmouth and Julius Agu as well. So this is like a flashback to conversations we had a few months ago when everyone was stating what it was that AY had or hadn't done. And AY is now saying, you know what, this is it. I'm good.
So at this point, I think they should let even this the story or the situation rest. I don't even. They should stop asking AY about his relationship with basketball. They should let it. We are done with that whole conversation. The truth is that at the end of the day, you cannot force a relationship between yourself and another person. I'm not saying he's trying to force a relationship, but he wants just all. I feel like what AY wants is just a level of acknowledgement, or a level of acceptance from Basketmouth, which may never happen. I feel like they've crossed that. There was probably a line that they've crossed that they cannot go back to. Basketmouth has said before, oh, he doesn't have beef with him. He doesn't, we've seen the various interviews that they've what's called, sort of had with different platforms. And at this point, I feel like I acknowledge you. I feel like they Basketmouth may have acknowledged, I know this guy, but there's nothing. We are not friends. And I think it should be accepted. It's something that happens. We can be colleagues. We can be in the same industry, but our path doesn't need to always cross. Or I don't need to be your friend. Maybe if there's a professional or there's business to be done, they probably will come together and make it happen. But maybe the usual call on or check on this person as my friend or somebody who I care for may not just be there. So, and I think they should stop asking AY questions about basketball and stop asking basketball questions about AY. These are two grown adults. If they need to speak to each other on a certain situation on any level, they probably will. But I feel like the media should let them be. Stop talking about them. Let them be. The same. And with AY and Julius Agu, same thing. The simple thing I picked from the Julius Agu situation was that whole AY live, having AY live on Easter. I don't think by this in 2023, Julius should be holding on to that situation. Like if they say what's happened with you and you want to be going back to that same story, no, they should leave them alone. They're adults. They should stop coming to the news anyway and stop granting those interviews, please.
And maybe if they ask them those questions, they can simply say no comment.
Yeah, we go back to previous interviews. I've answered this question in previous interviews. Go and watch.
Does it really mean that there isn't much going on in, within these guys' professional, personal spaces, that the conversations always revolve around ancient history from 20 years ago?
That's what I'm saying, that they don't have to we don't need to be friends. There are a lot of people that come to mind, even in this, the media business, and even with, as a colleague. We come here on Thursdays every other time to host this show together as colleagues and friends. But the truth is that how many times do we really have to say, oh, Zibby, how are you? You don't chop today. How are you doing? How's your health? Do you understand?
James, stop giving away the trade secrets. No, okay.
That's what you should.
All right, let's move on.
Good. That don't mean that I don't care for you.
Of course.
I care about you, but
I know.
a lot of times, but we just do that.
Everyone
we go about
is busy.
our business and do what we need to do. But
that is
if you're not there, if you stay there and you really want, I don't know if it's validation or you just want somebody to acknowledge that.
It comes in. I think it's validation.
You
in
don't
some
need
way.
it. Move. Keep it moving.
It feels like AY needs some validation.
That's what I'm saying. They should
and
stop
I don't know
asking
why.
this question. Look at, he did one of his sets, AY live, where he said, in case you see basketball or something, that who is your guy? They played one music and like, I care. Do you understand? But nobody cares. You people should move on. Focus on your business. Don't worry about Basketmouth. Basketmouth too is already doing his own thing. Stop granting interviews about your relationship or your friendship. Tell the interviewer, please, if you're going to ask me about Basketmouth, I'm not going to answer. So don't bother. That's what they should do. and let's keep it moving.
Let's keep it moving. Tayo says Nigeria is always good to hear on podcasts. It's the practical aspect where we live in that we show our smartness. The economy will teach you. Tayo says they
Yeah.
should boil the beef, dial it down before it chokes. AY is just stretching himself over the issue.
Yeah.
Francis says, well, people from the abroad just see Nigerians as people with superhero powers to really thrive and overshadow their counterparts. But it's the Nigerian system that we experience here that makes us great in a better and developed climate. Daisy says, please validate yourself and let us rest. Thank you. Message to AY. Okay. Media personality Ebuka Obi Uchendu has clarified that he'd rather be rich with a successful career than famous.
I mean, we've talked about it here before, and I shout out to Oris, who actually pointed the fact.
Who James misses, by the way, but won't admit.
Oris pointed the fact that Ebuka is one celebrity who you really wouldn't find much about his personal. If you Google, do whatever you want to do, you really won't find much anything actually about Ebuka's personal life out there. And I think that that's a level of it's a skill. It's something that people need to study in, however you're going to study it, that you should keep your professional life separate or away from your personal life. You can hardly pin anything on Ebuka. You can hardly find him outside, even partying, or say he's in a club and you see him drinking, or you want to, you can hardly peg anything on Ebuka. And I feel like it's a very, very smart thing to do. And shout out to him. I mean, however he's been able to, it takes somebody who's really, really disciplined and grounded to be like, Ebuka is a family man who's married and has, a proper family, but you cannot really draw. It's a genius move. I mean, I admire him for that.
All right, let us know what your thoughts are. 0809 440 981. That is the WhatsApp number. And you can also tweet at smooth981. Okay, let's take a quick break and we'll continue the conversation in just a few clicks. This is The Grapevine on Smooth 98.1.
Love life.
World-class music.
Ebuka is invisible account or something.
Here goes.
Yeah, it's invisible.
Oh my goodness.
Like if Ebuka has broken up, if he has a broken marriage right now, you
Nobody
cannot
will
know.
never know.
You will
Yeah.
never know.
98.1.
Hi there, my name is Mercy Johnson Okoje.
Why is it when I open my WhatsApp, this bloody WhatsApp is showing me my archive messages? I don't care about my archive messages. They're archived because I don't want to see them.
So I said
now.
you've not opened it before. If you opened before, that's what you need there.
Really?
If you didn't,
Oh, it's just weird.
then you just
Use
tap
Power
something and it
Oil.
goes away.
Triple filtered. It contains omega-6 and 9, and it's fortified with vitamin A. Plus, it comes in.
By the way, the
different
Prince
packs
Harry and
sizes,
Meghan
so
Markle
you can
thing
afford
is
it
fake
without
news.
breaking
Yeah, we
the
don't talk
bank.
about that.
Yeah. It's just weird how people just wake up.
And just come up with something. No, but
Why?
do you know how many hits they would have had on their blog
That's
or whatever?
true.
They just do it. It's what it is.
Did you see one story about those Hollywood actresses insulting themselves?
That's what
Should we touch on
Okay.
it? Try to class it up.
But yeah.
Okay. Feel a story because I'm taking that Harry for now.
Okay.
And these are all Asaba actresses, right?
Yes,
'Cause-
no.
Okay, let's go back.
This is Smooth 98.1.
You're listening to The Grapevine on Smooth 98.1. It's Zibby here. Our analyst this morning is James Silas.
Yeah.
All right, James, I'm not taking off my headphones.
Good
today,
for
it's
you.
fine. I get the full James shriek right in my ears. All right, 0809 440 981. That is the WhatsApp number. Let's see the messages coming through. Tayo says, Ebuka keeps the private in private setting working. Once the camera goes off, he does so as well. You'd think he's on a non-disclosure agreement. Man of
With
tradition
himself.
and best in privacy.
Yeah.
Daisy said, whoever is Ebuka's PR manager should hold a training seminar for our Niger wannabes. Ooh. And Francis says, I feel like Ebuka would be a great actor in a romantic drama movie. He should try acting too. I don't think I've ever seen Ebuka in a movie, right?
No, I haven't.
Mm.
I mean,
Okay, well, he's sticking to what he can do.
except you want to call judging matters a movie.
No,
or
that's a
drama.
real life TV series,
Exactly,
reality
so
TV.
really.
Well, he did get his start on reality TV, come to think of it.
Yeah, but
Mm.
in that reality TV, not even acting.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be nice to see if Ebuka will ever be an actor. I mean, sometimes making that leap is questionable. For artists that become, or singers, musicians who become actors, and then actors who try to become singers, sometimes it's disastrous. I remember Omotola had a stint and it was not great.
I didn't say anything, just in case. Omotola
Jamaica had a
didn't say
stint.
anything.
I actually liked Jamaica's song. The
Mm.
one, I think he did it with Two-Face, and there was a violinist. I
He
thought
had
it
one
was
with
really
Tifu. I
cool.
think he had another one with I'm not sure if he had another one. If I had anyone with not with Timaya. But I mean, moving on.
Okay, let's move on to the next conversation. Adekunle Gold, who's a singer and will probably not be an actor anytime soon, is set to release.
No, wait, Zibby. First of all, every singer, every musician,
Yeah.
I feel is an actor or a potential actor.
Really?
Yeah. So when you watch the music videos,
Have you
even with
seen any
music
of the
video-
movies Madonna has been in?
No, not necessarily like that. Not like being in a movie.
Okay.
I'm just saying that they are potential. Well, if you can act or play a role or enact a song that you wrote in your music video, that's automatically acting as well.
But in that case, though, the music is overshadowing the acting. The acting is like the side attraction.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. But if you look at it, you know, just not necessarily going too deep into it, it's just them acting out whatever they sang.
Wow.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. Very interesting. Now, Adekunle Gold and his wife Simi are set to release a single, which actually is their first single in 7 years.
Look, I love this. Like, you see, when you talk about Adekunle and then Simi, that's one of my own. You know, they are like a power couple to me. These are two very talented people. You know, I love the two of them. I love their relationship. But before marriage and even after they, came together, and it just shows you how powerful they are. You know, I saw the clip where they were probably recording for the particular song that we're talking about here. And yeah, I didn't even realize that it's been up to 7 years since they did a song together. And you want to assume that these guys, they live together, they can just hit the studio at any time. They have a studio in the house and just go and record and just. I can only imagine that they will have a lot of songs. Now, Simi has done like an EP or a project or a body of work with Files, for instance, but we really don't have that Simi and Adekunle on a project. I don't know what project is coming. I don't know if it's just a single. I don't know if it's an EP, but it would be nice to actually have both of them on, to create like a body of work. I think it would be, it has to be fantastic. It has to, it will make a lot of sense, But I love the two of them. I love, their relationship. It's, you can only imagine. In fact, they come up with a reality show today or say do one of those things. I think I'll stand and watch.
I don't know. Couples on reality TV shows, it almost always ends in disaster.
Oh well, I'm just saying that I'm just a fan of them. I think whatever they give me these days, I'll take it.
All right. Still in the Nigerian entertainment industry, Nollywood actor Kanayo Okanayo, aka Nai Sacrifice,
wow,
has cautioned filmmakers against misleading costumes in movies. Now he says that it's not exactly realistic to always make a rich man wear agbada. And he says even with the female characters, it's not realistic to have females sleeping with wigs and waking up in full makeup. He's not lying.
Yeah, but I feel like this is like still news. Because he was also a part of that system. If he had at the time realized this and addressed it at the time, we wouldn't be talking about it right now. So
wow.
I just feel like it's I don't know
what
I should make out of this information right now.
Has been there for maybe 20,
probably over.
Probably
that's what I'm saying. That
but
at the
we
time,
can't compare what was happening there and now. People have more information. People are more aware.
That's what I'm saying. That right now, coming now to realize that they should not be. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That I get it. But, you were part of the system before, and right now it's not too late. I'm saying it's okay, fine. Maybe the next, come up with something, produce the movie, and show us how to do it best, and then. But I agree.
Why are you being shady, James?
I'm not being shady. I just feel like this information is just sort of still to me.
Oh wow! Yeah. Is this an old versus new Nollywood thing?
I don't know. I'm not going to say that, but
Okay.
we understand what he's saying. But I'm just saying that he's still a part of this. I mean, except he's speaking from as an outsider. That's something that a lot of us already see. We've seen if we want to start, puncturing or start checking the situation or the things that we see in Hollywood movies, we'll give him a full list of those things. But I'm just saying that this one that is still a part of should have been something that he would have. I mean, 20 years. I don't know the last movie I saw him in, but you don't even need to come out of social media, come out and tell them. We don't even need
To
that
tell your
information.
peers.
Yeah, tell your people.
Okay.
You people should address it yourself.
All right. Still on Nollywood, there's been a battle between some of the Nollywood actresses. It's a very messy and kind of embarrassing battle, really. And three Nollywood actresses are involved in this thing. I know there's an Angela. Actually, in some ways, just one Nollywood actress attacking two other Nollywood actresses who are or were her friends, and they haven't actually responded. And the actress in question is Angela Okori, beautiful girl, but she's not happy with her former friends. So this makes me question again: when you guys are friends and everything is good, there is, life is beautiful. So when you guys have a falling out, do the rest of the world really,
Need to know.
really, yeah?
I mean, social media has become not really a safe space, but it looks like a nice platform as it is to vent, and you come out and drag everybody and call out whoever you need to call out. It feels like it gives you, because when if you're in your house and that person that you need to address is not right there. You know how people quarrel in public and go at each other in public. Yeah. So, but when you're in your house and you cannot face that person, or you cannot see that person at that point in time. Social media feels like the same space where you can call out the persons for everybody to see. You know, and the what's called subject matter in that situation is just sort of really, really messy. It's dirty. I don't know why she's doing this or why she had to do this. But I mean, if you're seeking attention, sometimes social media can help you. If the person is not responding, their fans will go there and
Tell the
mention them
person, oh yeah,
and
come
say,
on.
see, and all of that.
They're talking about
But
you.
it's so dirty, so messy, and sometimes I just don't want to think that is a representation of what happens in that industry. But this is really, really bad to see. I mean, in line of this same kind of accusation of the story, there was one random girl I saw on social media as well yesterday who was calling out Eniola Badmus as well and accusing her of pimping.
Oh wow.
Yeah, pimping girls. According to her, girls who's done some kind of cosmetic surgery,
Okay.
so to speak, and then that she pimps them to big politicians or big
Wow.
people, and that's one of the reasons why she moved to Abuja and blah blah blah. And it's just sort of it's a messy kind of.
And you just wonder, why are all the messy situations always linked to one certain area? Sexual favors.
Yes.
It's gross.
Yeah, so it's crazy, and it's really not nice, especially in an industry where women are already relegated or women are really already at disadvantage, and then when you now start hearing stories like this, you now be wondering, okay, so you people said we should give them, or we should give them more, or support them and blah blah. But when you give them an opportunity, this is what we come to see, and I don't think that's a good way to to look at it. But we still have good people who have actually come to show and prove that um, there are good people in this same business, or
Right.
that are doing it the right way. But you can never actually ignore the fact that some people just like to take it the other way, or the negative, or portray or sort of exhibit who they are, regardless of what the opportunity is. But last, I still say that it's a question of choice. If you come out, if you have an opportunity, or if you are in an industry where you are supposed to portray or showcase talent, basically, don't convert or don't take advantage of any other situation that might arise in that same industry. I mean, it's difficult to work for me. I just feel like I'm going around circles, but bottom line is that keep your dirty linen to yourself and free, and not stain the people that are doing the job professionally.
JJ says, what are actresses for if not to give us drama? They are doing their job. Grab the popcorn.
Just imagine.
Is that the kind of drama you like, JJ? Taya says, friendship to these guys is lily weathered, always looking for what to set sail with. But these people and their lifestyles are highly questionable. All right. And let's see, I'll go back to this message in just a bit. It's from Francis. He says, the Nollywood actresses are airing their dirty linen in public. It's trashy, but it's not obvious that they are all in the same WhatsApp group. Okay. How long has it been since Tupac Shakur was killed? He was killed in 96.
96.
Yes, September 96, I believe. And we are in 2023. If you can do the math really quickly, help James and I out.
Yes, please help us. I'm not trying to do the math myself.
Well, it seems like the police in Vegas are now reopening that case. There's actually been some house searching in Nevada, and this is in connection to what remains an unsolved killing of the biggest rapper of all time. He was just 25 years old when he passed away.
Yeah, well, if they're going to search a certain place after 23 years, I don't know.
27 years.
27,
I did the math.
Wow, are you sure? 96?
Yeah.
So now?
Did you lose track of time,
Wow.
James?
As I was saying, 23. But you see, that's really, really, I don't know what that would do for the case right now, wherever they went to search. I feel like they should just let the case rest. If for this long, I don't know what. Okay, now if you now finally find out, would they find out who killed him? It was a drive-by. I don't know about searching on the house. How the impact? But it's okay if that system is a system where they will search, keep digging until they maybe come up with a result. But the same way they're digging for Tupac's killer, I feel like the same way they're also searching for biggest killer. I don't know. It's
According to the rumors, biggest killer might be a guy that's like 6'5".
We don't know.
Whose first name is Shug,
Oh,
and who is in
please.
jail.
We don't know. You don't understand. So, but right now they should just let it rest. As far as I'm concerned.
I think his family members and his fans would never let it rest, because it's a constant reminder that someone took the life of a person, and they're still hoping that justice will be served. There have been cases where people have committed horrible crimes and then been caught 30 years later. So we'll just wait and see if this is one of those cases that could turn out that way.
We will be alive to see eventually. I mean,
I don't know about you. I'm going to be here for a long time.
That's what I'm saying. That's a long time. They still will not find the killer of Tupac.
Okay. Finally, let's talk about Gigi Hadid. Now, the model was arrested in the Cayman Islands. Now, apparently, she was traveling from the US to the islands with drug paraphernalia. And she was arrested after they searched her luggage at the airport. Now, she's out of custody. The beauty of being rich, famous, and having extremely even richer parents. But it makes you wonder about the stereotype that people have where they associate models and fast living, like drugs and things like that.
It's not just models, also about celebrities actually. I was listening to one of them, Kevin Hart's interview. It wasn't an interview, it was like he was on the stage. It was a performance where he was talking about how when he's traveling, some of his friends that travel with him, or he traveled with some of his friends, and they will always have drugs and have these things, and that they were going to I don't know which country he said, and that country they might take you to jail or maybe shoot you, or well, there's something about or I don't know which I can't remember about.
Maybe the Middle East or
I don't know,
Far East in Asia,
so something like that.
Right.
So, but it was a no nonsense situation where if he catch you with or find drugs on you, and he was talking about the fact that that's something that they always do. That because they say, Kevin, you hold the bag because you're the popular face, hold the bag, and that stuff. But yeah, I think it comes with the territory. It's something that we find or we hear every other time, with a lot of celebrities. Or like you said, fame, money, and they will have a fantastic lawyer who always be on ground to probably help the situation. And sometimes even the country, somebody there will be a big fan of you as well, who will make it a bit subtle for you to pass through. Last, you pay the fine and keep it moving. So, but it comes with the territory, I believe.
All right. Well, time. I'm just gonna read a few messages. Francis says, they said conspiracy theory that he isn't dead. That's Tupac, and he's hiding in one island, Cuba. But what I find amazing is how we keep seeing fine, clear pictures of him popping up on the internet. Some looking like selfie. I have not seen that.
I haven't seen, but one time, yes, we heard the whole Cuba thing.
Yeah.
That so pictures to, but I don't think there were still private pictures from and then, like I said, the media also finds a way to just make
because it's fascinating.
situation. Yeah, but I think Tupac really died, and
he
You know,
unfortunately
Yeah.
died. I did see a picture of him on an autopsy table many years ago. So yeah. Email from Lagos says it's a pity for Angela Okori because fans don't care when she vents and drags. She then does a giveaway at the end of her rants.
You see?
Wow. I don't expect the two actresses to respond. Same way Mercy didn't respond to her dragging her back then. She also has loads of controversial stories and scandals trailing her. All right, well, that is all the time that we have for the Grapevine. Thank you so much for listening. Special thanks to our analyst this morning, James Silas.